What's going on, gamers? It's your boy Kaiza-Sama, and we are back with another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are finally going to be taking a look at the official showcase, the official performance video of the newly EZA awakened LR Super Janemba. Now, if you guys need to take a look at his kit, feel free to pause and look at whatever you need to, but the main thing to take away from this guy is that you need to build him up with dodge within his hidden potential and that he guards against all attacks. Now, he can be a slot 1 type character, but you get a lot of his advantages and a lot of his big buffs once you put him in the 2nd or 3rd slot. So I would say that is the best technique to actually handle him. And then we will be seeing him with just mainly a extreme class team setup that's going to revolve around movie bosses and uncontrollable power, of course. Now, with that being said, we are going to hop right into this Supreme Magnificent Battle Showcase against Super Saiyan Goku. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, hopping into this first rotation. Pretty much cheese, like starting off, bro. Like this first turn rotation is pretty cheese. Now, one thing to keep in mind, just starting off like this, I wouldn't put Janemba in slot 1, definitely in LR Broly, so we can get that domain set up. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, now I would definitely say Janemba gets a lot more of a advantage strike once you put up Broly's domain, of course. Now, one thing to also keep in mind is that the team that you would want to actually throw him on is going to revolve around anywhere between a team with region with some Boo characters or uncontrollable power / movie bosses. Those are going to be his major setups, his major categories that he will revolve around to actually make the strongest teams. Excuse me. See our LR Broly, he was only able to get 1 super off. Golly. It is what it is, though. I don't really expect too much out of LR Broly at the start of the fight. We do get that damage from his domain, so it's all good. And Tech EZA, golly. I'm telling you, Janemba, he looks very, very similar, like performance-wise to our Tech LR EZA Broly. He looks very, very similar. And then being that he's in slot 3, we get these additional supers. That's another thing to keep in mind is that when he's in 2nd and 3rd slot, he does have the high chance of dodge and high chance of additional supers. So, let me see. And his damage is pretty high too, because it's averaging between, it averaged anywhere between, high 2s to the 6s. And we got Cell Max. All right, now, let me see. We'll go in and transform our Tech Broly, and we'll probably keep him in slot 1, because he's definitely a slot 1 character, so it wouldn't hurt to. that being said, now we see the links light up between our Broly's. So Max doesn't have the most links. He's really more of just he's more of a movie boss support character for this team. I do have another team that I actually want to perform with Janemba on. And like I said, I want to put, some Boo characters on there. I want to put Bio Broly on there. So we will be seeing some different team setups with Super Janemba to actually show, what he can actually do. Because there are different team setups that you can actually put together with him now that he's, a viable character within the meta. Especially on one of the best teams within the game right now. Uncontrollable power is just insane. AGL. Dang. Tech Broly definitely would have helped us out if we would have had him on this rotation. I do want people to take into consideration, though, that with the last video that I put on for you guys, with the memorable battles going up against Super Gogeta, that was not the official performance video of the new EZA Janemba. That was more so of, me just getting his EZA done and then just throwing him into, a challenge event just to see how he can actually perform, And that was also a new fight as well, so that was the whole other reason of doing that. And then with my recent Gohan video, when I was asking people who do I think is #1, I had somebody comment that, I need to put them on different team setups so I can actually see their leader skills, actually do what they need to. And I'm fully aware of that. The video that I actually made was more so of a video to put out there as like a little fun video, little comparison for you guys to actually ask yourselves, who would you actually prefer, Beast or the new Super Saiyan Gohan? But like I said, of course, I'm going to make separate videos of them on actual separate teams to see the performance of what they can do. Because I definitely want to see the difference in what they can actually do when you separate them. Let me see. Broly's Tech EZA Broly. I wish he would have actually, not an AoE, but I wish he would have attacked more than just one unit. I'd say this is stage 2, right? Or step 2. Step 2 of this Super Saiyan Goku stage in the blue zone is definitely something to think about, because these separate bosses, the Z Fighter bosses, they're definitely, what was I gonna say? The word slipped off my mind. Alright, now we got Janemba. Now, yeah, this is the setup that I'm trying to see. Yes, sir. So we can get some more domain action, and we can get the buff going on with our Tech LR Broly. So this is amazing right here. Excuse me. Now domain is activated. As you guys saw, our whole rotation got a buff, so in a rocket built for one person. You liar. Oh, shoot. I will never get tired of that scene, bro. I'll never get tired of it. So, of course, we want to aim our attacks at these certain bosses. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, these Z Fighter, I don't know why I'm getting tongue-tied. These Z Fighter bosses are immovable walls, if you will. Because as you saw last turn, AGL Broly should have demolished Vegeta, but we did not do so. Now our Tech Broly, though, with his AoE, that's what I was saying. His AoE attack is actually going to be very advantageous on this stage. And come on, how much damage? Yes, sir. That man is just 29 mil all over the board. Let's go. Gohan, he's dead. Trunks should be dead with this attack. Yes, sir. Then Janemba, what are we gonna see from him? Now, one thing with Janemba, like I was saying in the beginning, you do need to see him in like longer fights to actually get that active to proc. Let me see. Get that additional super. Yes, sir. 8.7. Vegeta, I'm not too worried about you, bro. Yeah, he ate that. Mr. EZA himself. I'm telling you, man, Tech LR EZA Broly is something else, man. That man is a freaking cannon, dude. Do I want to leave Cell Max in slot 1? We'll go ahead and give this to him. Now, with him getting his buff, now both of our Tech Brolys have the buff incorporated into their attacks. Yeah, we'll leave Cell Max for slot 1. And then I would say Cell Max and Janemba in the same rotation. That's something that you don't exactly want to aim for because, you know, their links are going to be the best. So I would try to, if you can, you know, if you can help it, I would try to make sure Cell Max is in a different rotation than Janemba. But don't get me wrong, though. They definitely can go on the same team. It's just the actual same rotation. I wouldn't, you know, aim to put them in the same rotation. That man just let off with just, God, dog. That man is just crazy, dude. All right, now we're on our final match. Our final stage, I should say. Tech Broly in front. Now, Janemba, he's definitely a top 10 character. Yeah, definitely top 10, like, extreme LRs right now. But like I was saying, he's probably top 10 characters because he has just so much, like, survivability that, you know, separates him from a lot of other units. Even Tech LR Broly, you know, this guy, for example, you know, if you're just in a certain situation going up against a certain boss, he can get killed. But Janemba, if you build him up with enough dodge, he has dodge in his kit, he can nullify blast super attacks, you know, then Janemba is basically this almost, you know, I don't want to say immortal unit, but he damn near, you know, starts to look like this immortal unit. And then you get that rage mode to proc, you know, after your HP, it gets around 66%, or it's still, you know, more around there. Or once you get to that 6th turn, you can actually proc the rage active skill for Janemba. And then you'll basically just see this man perform as a complete monster in that rage form because the boss literally can't even touch you, and he's just going in, just dealing supers after super after super. So it gets pretty insane once you actually can get him into his rage mode. And here we are. We get to see it right here. I'll put Broly in slot 1, of course, still, but Janemba, I'll put him in slot 2. And then we can see how this man performs. Yeah. This is a pretty good stage too, being that this is the last stage. Man, I love that scene, bro, in Fusion Reborn. When you picked up that sword, I was like, hey, yo, this man Janemba, Goku, you might die, my G. You might be dead on this scene, my G. But let me see. Yes, sir, 18 mil. 11. That man is going off. That man goes off in rage for it. Yes, sir. Now, I know some people, they're going to probably look at my numbers and probably think, oh, they aren't all that. Da, da, da. My Janemba is 69%. He's not rainbowed, so do take that into consideration when you look at other people's numbers from their Janemba units. Man, then I hated that part. I was like, why? Like, why did this man lose his freaking weapon, bro? It is what it is, man. So, Cell Max, we've seen his active before, so I was really more so focused on getting these attacks out and actually just seeing some more attacks from Janemba himself. But Cell Max, it is what it is, man. As you all saw, though, like I said, we don't get the best links when you have Cell Max and Janemba in the same rotation, so do keep that in mind, you know what I'm saying? Now, I do want you guys to let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Janemba after his EZA, and let me know if you guys have him or not, if you're waiting to get him, you know, with coins or something like that. Although I do think this is probably the best time to go ahead and pick him up, you know, but I know everybody's going to have their preference on waiting for 10th anniversary and whatnot. So with all that being said, though, let me know down in the comments what you guys personally think about Janemba. Is he helping you guys out? What type of teams did you build with him and whatnot? Let me see, got this last rotation. I don't really like risking things for slot 1 when we talk about the EZA Tech Broly. Because that man, I've thrown him in slot 1 before, and I thought that he was going to, you know, be cheese. This man straight had me killed. So I do not put EZA Tech Broly in slot 1 anymore. Unless it's just a situation where I know the attacks, you know, towards him aren't going to be so, like, detrimental to our HP. Let me get that Dokkan mode. But, yeah, I would say his best teams are definitely going to revolve around Uncontrollable Power, Movie Bosses, and then, let me see, he has Legendary Power, Fierce Battle, Metamorphosis, Fear and Faith. He gets the Transformation Boost category, so with all of that, though, he's definitely a viable character that's up there now with the Extreme Team, and he's now a character that can be relevant in the meta now. So I definitely think he's a top 10 character with this EZA. Let me know, though, what you guys think about Super EZA, or not Super EZA, but EZA Super Janemba. And I will catch you guys in the next Dokkan Battle video. You guys take care, and peace.